Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm really excited to play the new Ethan's Ho EX card within the Armarouge Toolbox deck. Armarouge Box is a pretty interesting deck because you have the Pokemon Armarouge with its ability Fire Off, saying that as often as you like every single turn, you may move a Fire Energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. And then you have Ethan's Ho EX with its ability Golden Flame. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic Fire Energy cards to your hand to one of your benched Ethan's Pokemon, aka itself, or not. It doesn't really matter where you attach them because Armarouge can move them to the active, which is really any Pokemon that you have. Shining Feathers, the attack on Ethan's Ho EX is pretty bad, 160, even with the energy acceleration in consideration, isn't very good. And then healing 50 from each of your Pokemon is generally pretty meaningless. I mean, it could be useful, but I don't really see myself using this attack. Ultimately, it could be used, but it's not good. If you're hitting weakness, I guess it could be good though. Then you have a bunch of other attacking options. You have Mew EX to copy attacks and Lillie's Clefairy EX to do twice as much damage into into Dragon Pokemon because you give them Psychic Weakness, and Full Moon Rondo is a solid attack. I will mention the deck plays Luminous Energy and Legacy Energy. These are an energy of every type, meaning they can be used with Armarouge to be moved to the active. Keep in mind, don't put 2 Luminous or Luminous and another Special Energy on the active because then they'll turn off, and then not only are they not really doing anything, they're just colorless energies at that point, but then you also can't get them back off. So it's pretty bad. The only way you could do that, I guess, is retreating one of them off. But regardless, then you have Lillie's Clefairy EX, which can be an attacker. It has its good ability. You have Latias EX here for retreating, Fezandipiti EX for draw, Squawkabilly EX for draw, 2 copies here. This is a list I found online. I've seen some different ones. They look pretty similar to this one. 2 Squawkabilly is interesting, but I mean, it's a good card. We have Cornerstone Mass Ogerpon EX and Wellspring Mass Ogerpon EX. You have Durant EX. Durant EX is a really cool card. If you're not familiar, on play, you mill one, which isn't that good. Though I did make a whole deck around this ability, but that deck was terrible. Then you have Vengeful Crush for Grass Colorless. Colorless, you do 120, 30 more for each prize your opponent has taken. This is solid against like Charizard EX and Mario Scrimshaw EX and whatever other Grass Freak Pokemon there are out there. Because if your opponent's taken 2 prizes, which is pretty normal, then you're going to be hitting 180. 180 doubled is presumably one-shotting essentially everything. We have Iron Hands EX to take the extra prizes. Iron Hands EX, if you know me, I don't really like Joltik Box because I think setup attacks are not very good if you're not applying any other form of pressure at the same time, because then your opponent can just target down whatever you have. And Iron Hands EX obviously can't be played with Terras, really, like in Terra Box. I mean, it kind of can, but not really. It's pretty expensive. So you need something that accelerates a lot of energy and can do so consistently. I mean, this isn't necessarily more consistent than Joltik Box because it's not, I don't think, but it is a card that will allow you can like burst onto the board without having it like reveal to your opponent. So your opponent has to be playing around a bunch of different things. Also, Regigigas doing 230 to Terras is like super good. So you have the single prize counter, or the Pokemon that you can one-shot counter. Then you have the big knockouts on most stage 2s in the game, I think, that are played. I'm not sure on that one, but this gets through a bunch of them. So Regigigas is really good. Then we do have Budew as well. And then we have some other cards here. Nothing too crazy in the trainers section, though it does play Area 0 Underdepths. And then you got the energies. It does play Legacy Energy. Again, I haven't really messed with this list at all so far. Oh, and Live's like slow for me as well, which is less than ideal. But let's hop into some games and see how it goes. Again, this deck is really fun, and I mean, yes, you get like Ethan stuff for free, but like you don't get most of this deck for free, I don't think. But you get some stuff, and you probably have a lot of them already as well. Overall, it's a really, really cool concept where you're just moving energies around and tossing them onto your board, and then doing different things. It's really fun. It's not insanely strong, but it's like decently strong. I mean, it's kind of like Terra Box or Joltik Box or like Future Box or some other box basic deck where you are doing these like really unique and pretty strong basic Pokemon. We start going first. I don't really love Regigigas if it's not useful. I'll start the Charcadet here. Oh, let me do that. There we go. That's all right. We also do have Will-O-Wisp for 1 fire doing 20, which will knock out a Budew if they decide to attack with that. I played a few games, and I played against some new decks. We just see a Monkey Dory. So I wonder what we're up against here. We do have some energies, which I think I'll just get onto the board this turn. I'll get rid of... I don't know what I'm up against, honestly. It could be Dragapult, in which case I do want Regigigas. I'm going to get rid of Ultra Ball. Oh, this is so weird, because I need the... I want the Ethan Toho EX and also the Squawkabilly. And then I do want the Charcadet and Regigigas in play as well. So I can't do that, right? I just can't, unfortunately. I'll get rid of the Research and the Ultra Ball. I'm going to play these down, and I'll take the Squawkabilly EX. Like, we prized one, but we got one left. Also, like, the hollow pattern, I think, is new, and it looks okay, but I don't know if I love it. Regardless, I'll get the Squawkabilly out. I think I attach active. That seems okay. I mean, getting the energy in the discard isn't necessarily doing anything good for us, and I'll play these down. Again, not sure if Regigigas is good, and if it's bad, then that's, it's certainly a bit of a liability, but hopefully it's fine. We got Nest Ball. I think I am going to get the Ethan Toho EX down onto the board. What else would I want? I mean, there are definitely other good cards, but getting the extra energy on the board definitely seems pretty good, and I don't think I need to do anything else here. Overall, this position is okay. It's not truly insane or anything, but it could definitely be worse as well. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it over to my opponent. We do need Armarouge. That's really important. Also, Armarouge doesn't have an attack that does 90 and burn, and that's 110. Okay, so this is Gardevoir. Regigigas is not very good. It's not like truly abysmal. I mean, it's a 160 prize, 160 HP single prize Pokemon, and we can attack with it. It's expensive, but it is payable potentially. And they're playing a lot of cards. We'll see if they do have a supporter here. Obviously, they really want to have that supporter in their hand. Otherwise, they're in a pretty awkward position. And they got rid of their Gardevoir EX, so I wonder what that last card is. It's probably like Research or Iono. Yeah, it is a Research there, so they don't have any energy in the discard, which is nice for us. We'll see if they do get Budew up and going here. They attached active. Oh, but they don't. Oh, they have Clefairy, though. But, I mean, Clefairy, right now it's only drawing them one. It's better than nothing. They're going to Nest Ball. Okay, that's interesting. I guess Budew does get knocked out as well by Will-O-Wisp, which is kind of what I was thinking. But yeah, they're not going to go for the Budew. They're going to go for the Clefairy, just to draw two cards, though. So I bet their hand isn't super strong here. Ultimately, we don't really have any options, though, so it doesn't really matter. It will Night Stretcher, though, a Fire back to my hand, and accelerate it, and then I will attach the Luminous to... I almost want to attach it to the Ogerpon. Ogerpon's not like insane here, but it's pretty solid, honestly. Even if I just trap it, it's not that bad. So I will play the Ogerpon and attach the Luminous here and get rid of a Luminous, which is all right. We see some decent cards here. Iron Hand's definitely a card I probably want to target down at some point, but I think I am going to go for the two prizes. Go after. Do 120 Snipe. Going after... I don't know. I don't know what to do after here, to be honest. Screamtail and Drifloon are kind of like covering each other. And honestly, like, none of these options are like super strong. Let's see. I mean, I need to attack with Ogerpon. I can't attack with anything else here either. I'll get rid of... Do I get rid of Nest Ball and Iono? I honestly don't really hate that. That seems all right. It doesn't seem insane, but seems okay. The rest of the cards, like Nest Ball could get Fezandipiti, which is... that's actually pretty good, but I probably research here anyways. And I think Iono is pretty mediocre as well. So I'll get rid of those. We'll see if it ends up working out. But I'll get Armarouge, retreat to the Ogerpon. And I might just snipe a Ralts. I mean, we realistically can't deal with the Gardevoir once it's in play, though. So going after Monkeydoor's all right. Going after an attacker's all right. There's reasons to do any of them. I think I'll keep around the 20 damage Charcadet because we can pay it easier. So theoretically, could be more useful. Doesn't really matter that much, though, right? And okay, we have one fire in the discard. I was like, yeah, we have... I thought we had one. We had two energies, but we had the Luminous, which you discarded earlier. I could choose to not put the energies back, but that seems kind of bad. Like, yes, I could Superior Energy Retrieval back later, but that's not, like, super strong. And also, I get an extra prize doing this. Drifloon hits for... How much? It's gonna... No, Screamtail. How much does that hit for? That's hitting for... Maybe the attack. I don't actually hate going for a Screamtail. I don't really know what to do here. I don't play that much Gardevoir. So if you play Gardevoir, tell me down below in the comments what I should have done here. Again, I don't hate going for Monkeydory, but I don't think it's super strong. It's all right though. It's a card that if I don't target down, I feel like I'm going to regret later. So I'll go for it. It's fine. It has the most HP. I don't think it matters too much here though. As I said, none of the options are like really eliminating a threat or like an option from the board on my point side. We see Carmine Squawkabilly, which is fine, though not insane or anything. It's like discard fodder, I guess. Carmen's like, I guess, better to have in the deck than not in the deck. But yeah, we just see another Monkeydoor hitting the board. Oh, we see the Night Stretcher, so like it didn't matter like at all. So, or really much at all. We're gonna see the Candy. Oh no, they're getting the Gardevoir. Okay, they sent up Ralts. That's really surprising. Obviously, hopefully we get the energies. Oh, we're getting Iono. Okay. Hopefully we see something good here. This deck does not play Noctowl. I've actually seen some with Noctowl, though they're kind of a different deck there, but we don't play that. Also, our board is obviously clogged. Playing the Regigigas seems really bad. I feel like Munkidori, it's played in Dragapult sometimes. Actually, pretty commonly it's played Dragapult. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it can be legitimately strong sometimes, or it can be kind of bad others. But that's what I was thinking it could have been. But I guess most Munkidori decks aren't decks that play. Wait, what are they doing to me? Most Munkidori. Wait, why did they send this up? I feel like they should have sent up something else. Regardless, I feel like most Munkidori decks, now that I think about it, actually don't play aren't a Terra attacker. But again, Regigigas is okay, just not super strong. We'll see what they decide to go for here. They can get the knockout using. How much does Drifloon do? 3. No, I don't think they actually can get the knockout here. They can actually knock out Squawkabilly though with the Scream Tail. We'll see if they decide to do that. I think they won't. That's my thought. If they do, I'm all right with that. They send up Drifloon. How much does it do? It does. Oh wait, no, maybe they can. No, they do 180. Yeah, they do 180. With my bad math skills. But yeah, they're gonna just swing with that. Oh no, sorry, they have the knockout. Yeah, no, they don't have the knockout because they only have 20 on Curly. Yeah, they don't have the knockout, but they can presumably get it pretty soon. I can also get the knockout with Sob here, which is probably what I'll do. We're up on prizes, which is good. They are gonna Adrenabrain off that Curlia, and then just swing into me. It looks like, and it does put me in like a little bit of an awkward position, but. I mean, I think it's all right. This would be cool. What do I have in the list? I have the list in another tab. I don't have extra HP though. So we got Fire. That is certainly good. I will use Golden Flame, or I could try to. I was gonna say I could try to heal. That I can't do that like at all though. So we're not going to be doing that. I will just Sob for knockout, which is okay. I mean, it's not even that good. I don't love it here. If I had the other energy, I'd be so happy right now, but we don't. Retreating doesn't really do like anything at all here. So I'll just go for the Sob play. And I think we'll be all right. Not 100% sure. I mean, the prize situation's a little awkward now. But again, hopefully we'll be fine. We got boss off the prizes. That could be really good. They send up Gardevoir. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. I guess they can damage it and then retreat. And in some ways, this allows them to get extra damage. So if they actually had sent up Gardevoir EX before, or they're like other routes or whatever, they would have had the knockout there, which they didn't do. But I guess they didn't know necessarily what was going to happen there. They're going to Secret Box. Okay, that's interesting. Getting rid of a bunch of energies, going for, well, we'll see. They have Fezandipiti as well. No, they should have Fezandipiti first, I think. I don't think they did. Unless they're getting Iono. Which, actually, they're probably going to get Iono, but even then, I don't know. I guess we'll see what they're looking for. And I don't know exactly what they're going for. And they need some attacker, but they can get that off of the secret box. So I guess, this actually makes more sense if they are going for that Iono, or if they go for research as well. I guess it makes more sense. They could have potentially not researched here and saved a resource, though, or maybe even multiple resources if they had done it differently, though. They're going to go play Drifloon down. They're going to attach that cape there. They're going to Artizone and research, then draw a fresh 7, then 3 more. They're also really low on cards in deck. We do have the Durant EX. We can technically Durant EX twice, I think. Actually, not really. I mean, we kind of sort of can, but not really. So the Durant EX thing is funny. If that wins us the game, I'm going to be so happy. I'd be completely shocked if that happened. We don't really have any other mill. We have technically Iono, but that's not really mill. So anyways, they are going to take the knockout, it looks like here. And I think do I send up Ethan's Hobo EX? Do I send up Regigigas? I might send up the Regigigas to get sacrificed to the Gardevoir. Ultimately, they might decide to, if I send up Regigigas, they probably go for Scream Tail, right? That's what I'm thinking, and I don't really want to have to deal with Scream Tail at this point. We might still be able to win if we do that. I'll set up the Charcadet, I guess. It's okay. Sending up Armarouge seems bad. Sending up Ethan's Hobo EX seems pretty mediocre. Charcadet seems like the safest play here. It's not like a completely safe play, but it seems all right. They're going to retreat into something. I wonder what it is. It is going to be that Scream Tail, but Charcadet's obviously easier to get out. I hope they don't I hope they don't knock out anything, but no, presumably they'll be knocking out the Squawkabilly. They could go for the Armarouge as well, which would be kind of annoying, though. Probably not that big of a deal. But I'm not honestly sure what will happen in that situation. We do have the Budew. Budew's like pretty bad here, though, so we can't really use that one, unfortunately. I was gonna say we can use it, but it just like is a free prize for them. It does slow them down, but realistically not much at all. They are going to again presumably snipe the Squawkabilly because Squawkabilly is a card that gives them 2 prizes, right? That makes a lot of sense. They're also pretty low, but this deck doesn't have a way to ping, unfortunately. We don't play. I was saying we don't play Monkey Dory, which is true. But on top of not playing Monkey Dory, like we wouldn't actually have damage on board, so they're gonna Roaring Scream. And presumably taking the knockout here. Yeah, getting the 2 prizes. This would be a really good turn for hand disruption because their hand's pretty bad, obviously. No, sorry, pretty big, obviously. They do have Fezandipiti, though, which will give them more draw, but we get Legacy Energy. That's interesting. I could technically Legacy Energy Ho-Oh, which would be like really funny. Probably pretty bad, though. I'm going to actually start by Nest Balling for... I could also, on top of Nest Ball, I could Artizome, but I don't really like that very much. I'm going to Nest Ball for Fezandipiti EX, and what else am I looking for here? I don't think we have a way to snipe. We do have Lillie's. No, we do have UEX, but that's not going to do that. So I'll get the Fezandipiti, draw myself a few cards, and hopefully we get something really good. We have different options though. We see Ethan's Ho-Oh EX, which isn't really what we want. We got Latias. We don't have the bigger bench, which I can't believe I missed the stadium all game. And we don't have any more draw. We do have the Armarouge still, though. I was kind of forgetting about that because they didn't knock it out, obviously. We could trap. Trapping is okay. I mean, it's pretty sketchy, right? Because trapping probably doesn't get us to where we need to be. Realistically, at all, unfortunately. And they probably have boss, and we did play another 2 prizer down. I'm going to Artizone to check what we have in deck, but I don't think we have anything, unfortunately, here. Again, we see the 3 stadiums in the deck. We see the Iono floating in deck as well. We play Ogerpon. I forgot about that. And the Iron Hands, we just haven't been able to get down. We could have gotten it down here, but we would have been able to attack with it. And we don't even have. We have 2 energies we can get back. So again, we can swing with Lillie's Clefairy EX. Honestly, I think the best attack option is just Will-O-Wisp. It's not awesome. It's actually kind of bad because they presumably just win, but maybe they don't have Gust or something kind of crazy like that, and then we're just able to win. Again, that seems kind of absurd, but I'm just gonna go for it, I guess. I'll take the knockout, and maybe miraculously they won't have a boss. They'll just win. That seems very. And then also if they have Iono, that's also not good for us. But it is winnable if they don't knock us out here. They send up Gardevoir, so they probably have it. If they just have that boss on the whatever. They're gonna Night Stretcher though, so do they not have it? Oh, they do have. Does Screamtail get the knockout? Oh, Screamtail does get the knockout now with the Bravery Charm, which there's also another out. So they do have game here. Unfortunately, we were close. I guess we weren't even that close. The prizes make it look like it was close, but we kind of stalled out very completely at the end. We were only a turn away. But yeah, they do have it there. With that Screamtail for sniping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 240. Yeah, so they will snipe the. Okay, what are they doing now? They're going to Psychic Embrace the Screamtail and snipe by Fezandipiti. Oh, what's going on with the with live? Okay, well we got some weird particle effects, but they do have the game there. They do have game there. I don't think there was any other route I could have made. I could have I mean the Ethan Ho EX I could have Legacy Energied, but I couldn't have attacked there. And I would have also not been able to draw the cards with Fezandipiti, so that wouldn't have worked. I'm going to boss a turn, but buying us a turn was not enough. So they do have game with the attack on that Fezandipiti or on the Ethan Ho EX. And also Bravery Charm could be good. Still trying to figure out what's good in the deck. That felt cool. The deck still feels solid, but serious issues. Again, Joltec Box, this is why I like Terror Box more, because it doesn't have a mid-game draw engine. You can't just stall out. And even in this deck, you can play supporters in the middle game. Ethan's or no, the Joltec Box doesn't play supporters. Well, no, sorry, it doesn't play draw supporters that much. It plays Arven, and it plays does it play Iono something? I don't know. It's mostly Boss and Crispin. So here we do have some draw supporters, but we are needing the energy in hand. So it's that's the downside. And we need more moving pieces throughout the game. So I'd say this is a very similar deck to Joltec Box, which can be cool and can be not cool. It's similar, but with different energy acceleration options. More combo-y as opposed to more setup-based. Combos require some setup, but Not a sub attacker. Anyways, we are against. Wait, we're going first. I'll start Latias. Sure, why not? Maybe we'll get punished like instantly. I highly doubt that though. They're starting two Pokemon, which is kind of interesting. You don't see that too often. I mean, I guess you see it sometimes. It is Dreepy and his Charmander. Okay, so this hand is not bad. Okay, I was gonna say this hand's kind of bad, but it's pretty good. I don't know what to do here though, to be honest. Because I obviously need energies on the board, and I also need I need the Regigigas, right? I'm gonna play the Charcadet. I need the Armarouge still in hand. I need the Iono. I need to draw cards, right? I'm gonna get rid of Earthen Vessel here. It's like kind of weird to get rid of Earthen Vessel, but I think it is the right play. I'm not really sure, but I'll take the Ho-Oh EX, and then I could go for Squawkabilly. That seems like super aggressive though. When my hand is already pretty good, that just seems like super greedy. And I'll leave the Latias EX in the active, I think. I could send up something else. I could honestly send up Charcadet. No, that seems kind of silly. I'll just pass here with it in the active. Not sure if that's the right play. It could get like traps, I guess, but that seems pretty unlikely. So it should be fine here. I was gonna say I could attack with it, but I actually literally can't attack with it in this deck with the stuff I have. But we're gonna see a Buddy Poffin. Also, Wellspring Master Ogerpon EX is going to be good here. Theoretically, in the early game, we can get rid of probably two Dreepies would be nice. I don't know if that's really going to be something we can do. We're going to see that evolution and the fire hitting the active, but going after this Dreepy is like priority number one, which we should be able to do. I guess I could have guaranteed it if I got rid of the Iono and kept the Earthen Vessel, but like that seems bad. You see Charmeleon and Drakeloak. Is this the normal Charmeleon? I feel like normally I see the 90 HP, but I don't really see that much Charizard. Oh, we got the Ogerpon though. That's really good, so I'll play that down. It's theoretically pretty good here. We do need to hit Basic Energy and a Special Energy though in order to make use of it, which we don't necessarily have. I'm gonna get rid of the Armarouge. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'll play the Clefairy. I'll play the Energy, and I could even play the Pal Pad. I don't actually hate playing the Pal Pad. And then I'm going to get rid of the two Pokemon that aren't the Clefairy and get Mew EX if that's there. Yeah, it is. Okay, that'd be kind of awkward if it wasn't. Hopefully we get the Stadium in play to get more of our things going as well. Right now we're just looking for a Basic Energy, which we have 9 outs to. Yeah, 9 outs. So we have like, I feel like solid odds. I don't actually know the odds, but they seem all right here. We do have counters to pretty much everything they have as well, which is really nice. But right now we obviously need, I'll attach this here, and I will Pal Pad. That feels a little bit better. And then I will Mew EX for 3 cards. Again, hopefully finding that Basic Energy, which we have, I feel like, a solid odds, but not. Okay, we missed it. We could Sob. We could actually get the knockout with Lillie's Clefairy EX, which seems very mediocre. Ultimately, obviously, they're probably going to look to retreat here. Or no, if we Sob, they could retreat by evolving, or they could just like evolve and attack. So I mean, attacking doesn't feel that bad, but they do have double stage ones. I'm just gonna pass here, actually. I don't love passing, but I don't hate it either. I think my other options are pretty mediocre here. I could like, I don't know. They all seem pretty mediocre. We are keeping their fire energy on the board as well. I was to say we'll see what they have. They could have gotten the attack off anyways, but not necessarily. They might just not go for Charizard because they won't have to push for it to get the extra energy on, but regardless, I wonder what they're gonna have this turn. The deck's like it's a solidly consistent deck, but it's not anything insane. So they might not have the attack. They do have Ultra Ball though. They could go for Charizard to take the knockout, which is okay. They're gonna get a Dragapult, which does scare me if they have the rare candy plus the energy. I mean, it's just not great for us, but it's not the end of the world either. We have the knockout, I think, on board. How much are we hitting? You see another Charmeleon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 6. Yeah, we have the knockout on board, so that's pretty good. I wonder where they're going to place the damage counters. Potentially Armarouge, but they're not like doing that much to it. And getting the knockout's really good here as well. It's not like truly insane, but it is good. They're not going to give me bench space. Oh, they're doing it like that. Okay. So yeah, I'll take the knockout. Latias, of course, will be pretty low. We got Iron Hands. I think Iono's good. Not Ionoing seems kind of sketchy. Ionoing is also kind of sketchy, right? But we do enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9, 180. Yeah, we get the knockout. I will Iono them. I think they do have Dracloak, which is an engine. Fezandipiti is okay, but I really need the energies. Like that's very important. And if I have the energies, I feel pretty confident about my position. We got a Luminous, which is good. We got Regigigas as well, which is pretty good. I almost attached the Luminous to the Ogerpon. That would have been like the worst possible decision there. Anyways, I'm in a Night Stretcher for the fire, and then if they get rid of Armarouge, that's like also kind of bad, but it's not the end of the world either. Send up the Clefairy, of course, which does get the one shot, and then I'll attach these two energies active, I think. Then just go ahead and press done because I'm done moving all my energies because they're not there anymore. And I could attach Ogerpon, which I don't hate. I mean, theoretically, Ogerpon could be a pretty decent attacking option. It's unlikely that it will be, but you never know. I guess no, Sob's decent. Like it's a solid Pokemon to put the energy on. I don't feel bad about it. Nothing's surviving attacks here, so I'll just go ahead and take the knockout. I like my position. It could get a little awkward. It should be fine. It should be fine, right? We should be able to knock out all their Pokemon unless they hit us with some nasty disruption, and we don't have the Fezandipiti. So like we did increase their hand size. I think it was okay. I mean, we really want this stadium. I've just completely whiffed it both games so far. But obviously, hopefully we end up finding it at some point. They do send up Dracloak, which is interesting. If they get the knockout, it's good for them, obviously. I mean, they take. I say we're up on prizes. We're not entirely up on prizes. They do have a ton of damage. Like we have 10 HP on Latias, so that's not necessarily living. We do see the Arven. I'm not super familiar with Charizard Dragon Ball. I know it like did really well in a tournament, but I don't remember. I don't even think I looked at the list. I'm actually gonna pull it up, and I would not be shocked if they're playing that. Wait, it plays an unreleased card. Never mind. They're not playing that. Okay, they have Maximum Belt, which is fine because they one-shot all my Pokemon anyways, and they're presumably gonna Ultra Ball away the Maximum Belt, right? Wait, no, they Ultra Balled away Chi-Yu, and they played Chi-Yu. Yeah, I guess that's actually normally in it. And then they got a Charizard EX as well. Charizard EX is a Pokemon that we do need to kind of wait. Does Regigigas? Yeah, it does one shot. Okay, I was like, I thought it does 330. At first, I thought it did 320, which obviously would mean we don't get the one shot, but no, we do get it. They do attach the. Okay, they're gonna attack with Dragapult again, which is interesting and bad for us, right? It's not great. Things actually got pretty sketchy pretty quickly. I'm now kind of scared. We do have Regigigas still, but they did draw the Dragapult plus the Charizard off of that. So, that could have gone better for us. I did Iono. Maybe I guess I probably shouldn't have Ionoed them there. I mean, I wanted to get something going. I ultimately didn't really get that much going off the Iono, but I got some energies, which is meaningful. They're, of course, going to take the knockout there. So we're just going to need them to not have boss. That's like really all that we need here. And I think they probably won't have it. I mean, yeah, they'll need to get a little lucky to have it. Not like absurdly lucky. And they don't play Prime Catcher, so actually no, they'll need to get lucky to have Boss because they play that other card. We do need energies though. We need one like in deck. I think I research here. I feel more or less fine doing that. I think going after Dragapult is fine as opposed to Charizard. I mean, I don't think it really matters to be honest. And I'll actually Nest Ball for that Fezandipiti EX. Could mill a random card, but that seems kind of silly. So I'll go for Fezandipiti. Gonna draw those 3 cards now for Iono. Wait, is Iono? Yeah, Iono's definitely in deck. I'm pretty sure Iono's in deck. Unless I'm just like blind and I wasn't really looking, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But I will accelerate the energies here. So we do have the knockout here, which is good. We could heal with Ethan's Ho-EX. That seems bad because we would just lose. But I'm gonna just send it with. I will play the stadium. That seems fine. I will not play Squawkabilly because that's bad. And I will research here. There we go. And we see Charcadet, which is good. Wait, is Charcadet good? I think Charcadet's good here. It allows me to, if my Armarouge goes down and they just target that, then I'm okay. I'll probably have Regigigas though, so I guess I'll hold it. Ultimately, nothing else I'm really looking for right now. I could, there are some different routes I could go down that are like, open up theoretically some different options, I guess. I don't know. None of them seem super spectacular or anything like that, so I'll just retreat into the Regigigas and go ahead and take the knockout. Give myself some more options going forward as well, and just fire off 4 energies active. Oh wait, how does this work? It works like that. Okay, so what? Okay, there we go. So I'll just go ahead and take the knockout, hoping they don't have the boss in hand. They don't have they could have Fezandipiti, and could use that to draw the boss as well. It's not like absurd that they have it, but I feel like there's a good chance they don't as well. I feel okay in my position. We'll see. I feel nervous. I feel like they're going to have it, honestly, is what I feel like. Because that feels like how this is just going to end. But theoretically, I feel like it's pretty reasonable that they won't have it, right? Right? We'll see. Um, they're not playing it immediately, so I'm assuming they don't have it because that would be like kind of weird if they were just sitting there. Burning Darkness, obviously, it knocks out the Regigigas, and that gets rid of all my energy. So that's like not awesome. But I think it's okay. I should be able to get the knockout. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Could I have gotten an extra energy in play that turn? I'm not sure. I might have been able to. Oh yeah, I didn't attach for turn. Maybe I should have done that. Or I don't think I attached. So then I could have had an extra energy for Regigigas. So maybe that would have been right. Oh, another thing think about it, that like kind of sounds right. But I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what's in deck. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we'll see what they get here. Buddy Poffin for. Wait, they need a Budew? I don't know. And I'm down a boss. The list that I'm playing has two. Oh, they got Clefairy and Charmander. They could like buy a turn as well. And yeah, I guess Clefairy actually does help them some. We do see the Fezandipiti EX as well, so they are thinning a bunch. They might have it. We'll see. They're gonna Ultra Ball to thin even more. We could even get a Charizard to maybe thin more energies. Yeah, they probably have some more. So looks like they're just going all in here, looking to dig. And they might have it. They're gonna see like 3 cards out of their Wait, did they Arven? They did not Arven, right? Yeah, they just they no, they did Arven. Yeah. Okay. So we should be fine here. They're gonna flip the script, but they can't boss. They can't Prime Catcher. They could Pokemon Catcher, but they can't Counter Catcher. I feel decent. They might have to retreat. Retreating is pretty bad for them now. They're presumably out of energies, so it becomes really awkward. They could retreat to Cleffa to buy a turn, which could work. Realistically, it wouldn't work though, because I mean, we can just get Latias and then we can Ogerpon. They could theoretically Shaman. I haven't actually seen Shaman yet in any game, but they could do that. Presumably they don't. I mean, because at that point they would have just presumably gotten it instead of the Fezandipiti. Like Fezandipiti is good, but also they lose the game. Oh, okay, they just attack. So let's see if I'm okay here. I think I'm okay here. We'll see though. If I'm not and I messed up and I threw, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Obviously. But let's see here. We have Iron Hands. I'm going to Nest Ball, I think, for actually, yeah, I'll get if I have the okay, I don't have the Ho-Oh. It's prized apparently, which is kind of unfortunate. I could have checked my prizes and that wouldn't have been an issue, but I'll take the Durant EX. Obviously the mill one is like kind of random and I should just take it, right? And then if I get Boss, I win, I think. No, Boss actually doesn't win me the game here, but does Boss win? No, I don't believe it does, but I will be able to thin, and then I'm looking for the special energies, so I think this is fine. I mean, I have pretty good odds here. I can get a bunch of cards onto the board. I'll Superior, get rid of this and this, I guess, or this and this. Get a bunch of fires into my hand. Accelerate a bunch. Not attached, because if I attach, then I won't be able to do what I need to do. But Golden Flame 2 here. And go ahead and but Night Stretcher doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, Night Stretcher could get back Budew. I guess Budew's no, they just need one prize, so Budew doesn't. Actually, Budew could buy me a turn. Well, no, I can't actually gust on the other side of this, so Budew doesn't do anything, except maybe like lose me the game. I don't think it loses me the game. Energy obviously I can't get back. I'll take Latias. That seems fine. Theoretically, if I like messed this up, then Latias could bail me out, and then Regigigas won't get me there, as we said. So I'll just go ahead and research here. I could actually no, I'll Fez first. I think that's fine. We get it. Nice. Okay, there we go. I was pretty nervous there, but no, we swing for a bunch. Wait, no, that's the wrong Pokemon. There we go. We do get game. That was kind of scary. I kind of almost threw that one, but it's all right. Go ahead, do 540 damage to their Charizard EX, having all the counters. This deck has all the counters. It just doesn't always have them like in hand or slash in play. Okay, that was a weird lag spike. Oh, okay, that's done. Yeah, but the deck is really fun and really versatile, but also kind of inconsistent. It's a really unique deck, though. It's kind of like Terra Box, but like cranked up to like higher power, but less consistency. I don't even know if it's that much stronger than Terra Box, but it is kind of fun. I'm up to Diglett. Awesome. But yeah, tell me down below if there are other decks you want me to play. But I mean, I just really am excited for it. I mean, I like every new set, right? But I hope you enjoyed. The list will be in the description if you want to try it out. I would recommend it if you have most of the cards. If you don't, then maybe not. But it is a really fun deck, and I hope you enjoy it. Consider liking and subscribing because that really helps out the channel. And also hit the bell for notifications. You can join the channel as well if you want some extra stuff. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.